Hello, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing this. I usually have a handful of people if I go live this late at night. Hey, Jesse. Long time no see, man. How you doing? Man, did you move? I heard something about you moving. Benji, let me know if you got the link. Hey, Solo, how are you?
God damn it. God damn it. I'm just getting my shit together.
Benjamin. I understand.
Make me a cup of tea. So what you up to there, Todd?
Man, I just figured you hollered and said, it's awful quiet tonight, so I
It
figured,
is, isn't it?
hey, we'll go live. And
everybody's gone to the snake shows and yeah.
well, I think Ledka is at the
Yeah.
Super Show in California.
Is that Pomona? Is that where it
Mm-hmm.
is? Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been hearing a bit about that.
Hey, Mr.
Different
J. Hey,
people talking
Solo. Hey,
about
you
it.
reptile.
Different people saying that was happening. Is that for ball pythons or venomous or what's that for? That show?
Just
It's a super show.
the Super Show is, I think it's a non-venomous show. It's mostly ball
Okay.
pythons, geckos, and stuff like that. That's why I never cared to go to it, honestly. I would hit the Herp show in Conroe on the 29th, but like they can only they can only do Sunday, and I was going to try and meet Wolf down there,
Yeah.
but it's a Sunday only show because it turns out like the government owns the building that they're like doing it in or something, and
Oh, my phone is stupid.
so they're just they're kind of trying to do what they can with what they got, but the Herps Conroe would be the only show in the country I would really care to go to, other than maybe St. Louis Venom Fest, something like that.
What you been doing this week, man?
Man,
How's your arm?
I've been sick as hell, dude. I've had like a fever. It finally broke, and it's
I remember you saying you didn't well.
Hey Joker, hey Eric,
Eric, hey man.
but man, I've been sick. I've been like on the edge of going to see if I've got COVID or something. Because like I've got some of the symptoms. I've got like I had the bad fever, and I was getting chills, but then it's like, it's like the fever broke, and I was like, I'll go to the urgent care tomorrow if I'm still feeling this way tomorrow. And I took a couple of Tylenol, and the fever broke, and
I've never had a Tylenol. Never tried Tylenol. We don't get it here.
Why not?
But it's just not available. We have other ones. We get Nurofen and Panadol, but no Tylenol. A lot of those American the ones that you guys all use. We don't get NyQuil. We don't get any of that.
That is so bizarre to me, but
No, it's just what our government. We've got this agency, that drug buying agency called Pharmac, and it's whatever they buy.
right.
So they'll buy it in bulk on behalf of our government, and then it gets distributed to our pharmacies. So yeah, politics, man.
Well, and I was about to say, it sounds like it's a politics thing. Hey, Outdoors with Big Matt, glad you stopped in. Eric B, glad you're here. What's in your backyard, Joe? Glad you're here.
Joe, yeah, he's had a good week. Really enjoyed Joe's show the other night.
Yeah.
2 shows.
Yeah, I made the first one. I think I let the other one play, but I didn't get to really pay attention.
Yeah, no, he's got another one coming up.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
already scheduled. I saw that today. Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah, no. What's in your backyard? That's a good channel. Hey, Zach, how are you?
Yeah, I gave him a shout out on the live on the backyard ballers yesterday.
Yeah. He's gonna be blowing through the roof in no time. He keeps doing shows like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna be asking him to give us shout outs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
how's your Roundup Rodeo going?
Actually the channel was doing really well, and I was making $700 to $800 a month consistent, and then that one video got delisted for ads, and so now I'm down to making $5 a month off of it. Just kind of sucks.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Dude,
is there something funny going on where they're deliberately targeting and shystering people?
Well, a lot of people have done that before, but I just think enough people reported it that they finally looked at that one video that was viral. Or I shouldn't even say viral. It went over 1 million views. That's not really viral to me.
Was that where you were getting all your money from, that one video?
Yes.
Right. So by taking that video down, they don't have to pay you anymore.
Well, they delist it for ads, and then you still get what's called subscription revenue. But that's
okay.
That's 2
All.
pennies.
Yeah, it's bugger all.
2
pennies. They did the same thing to Wolf, didn't they, with his videos? I'm sure he had some videos delisted or taken off him or something.
Wolf had to get rid of several of his videos, my understanding. And when you got a video that's got 10 million or 20 million views and you lose it, it hurts.
I bet.
And so,
damn it.
I don't know. I've kind of kicked around ditching YouTube altogether and just going over to Rumble or something, because there it's they don't play with any of that crap, But then again, it doesn't have a lot of the features that YouTube has, so I just kind of kicking it around.
I heard StreamYard's come out with some new features.
Well, StreamYard's never.
Well, they are coming out with some new features. They're putting something new on there.
Yeah, I'm asking Jesse. Jesse's not on here a lot. He's a good dude. Dude can herp up anything. I mean, he blows me away. He finds everything I set out to find. I'll say that. Kind of pisses me off, but he's still in.
He finds the stuff you want to find.
Dude, that's the way it is in the States. A lot of people, in the fall, the time periods you target hognose because they're out in wide numbers. There's times in the spring you target milk snakes because they're coming up from hibernation. And, it's just going to be a crazy mess. I'll say that. Because it's not it gets so hot here in Oklahoma that things aren't consistently moving at all times.
Oh, I like a good cup of tea.
And it's a
Man,
bummer.
so what? It's only 7:30 here on Monday night.
It's 12:30 here Monday morning.
Yeah, oh man, that time zone stuff does my head in, I tell you.
I was gonna say, who knows, man,
America's terrible because you got 3 different time zones and
or
they're all different from here. So, was it 4?
I want
With
to say
Hawaii,
5.
is it? Okay, yeah, well, there's Hawaii as well, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alaska. Oh man, trying to work that out. Bugger that.
Oh, I know, Jesse. But you guys beat me on logging them hours. Trust me, if I could get out there and flip like you guys could, that's why I'm always taking Kevin with me, man. I pay him to flip the rocks, man. Now I'm glad to hear you're in Kansas, man. That's good news, Jess. That's going to be some good stuff for you, and good luck this semester with college, because college isn't easy, but you want to do well in it. Trust me. Hit the books. Hit the books. Yeah, reptile. Hognose are out when it's like 50s and 60s and sunny. I found a lot of them when you think it would be too, cold to find hognose. I find them. It's just that I find them on the move. Yeah, Jesse. I usually end up buying him lunch or something. Filling up his gas tank or something. It's just because, man, my arthritis is so bad I can't get down and flip rocks like I used to could.
Hey Todd, what can you tell me about Palmetto corn snakes, man? Are they a common snake?
I'm guessing Palmetto's a morph. I know the actual like basic corn snake is fairly common in the southeastern United States. But a Palmetto, I don't really know exactly.
Oh, yeah, I've been asking around. Does anybody know about those in the chat? Anybody?
Let me look it up real quick because
a friend of mine, one of the crew lost one, and I'm trying to find one.
Oh God, this thing's. I pulled up Morph Market real quick, and the Palmetto corn snakes are like anywhere from $400 to like $700.
Wow.
That's out of my range. Palmetto is a morph. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, it looks like a morph. I'm not really generally into morphs. I don't know a lot about them. Don't want to know a lot about them. I like finding what would excite me about a morph is like I find like if you found a morph like out in nature, like when you're field herping, that would blow my mind. Like that albino ringneck snake my friend found, that would be the ultimate. Something like that. When it's like,
so is that 2 snakes that are in the wild that have crossed with each other by accident, sort of act of God?
Hold on a second. I gotta ask Joker a question.
How does that happen in the wild, Todd?
Hold on. This is important stuff. Remove. Yeah, he no longer Oh God.
What happened?
We had a bot show up.
Oh, that's nothing to worry about.
Well,
happened to him.
Apparently, according to Joker, it is. TTB Joker, dude knows a lot about computers, and he's telling me that like when you have bots start showing up in your chat, it's flagging your channel, and I kind of trust what he says. That kind of concerns me about doing
What's
lives.
flagging your channel? Who's flagging your channel?
The bots that show
The
up.
bots are.
Yeah, you reptile. That's the thing is if you found an albino snake in the wild, you would go absolutely nuts. Or something like a buddy of mine, he got a lot of grief over it, but he found like a lined copperhead, which copperheads normally have those cross bands, but this thing was lined up and down its body, and he posted pictures of it, and I'm glad he did. But then like all the breeders were like hitting him up and giving him grief, and he was just he doesn't like any of that stuff. He's like one of those leave snakes in the wild kind of guys, which I respect that too. But yeah, that ringneck was crazy. I wish I'd have found it. But yeah, but no, what Joker said, if you can look at the chat, Benji,
Yeah, I am.
he was saying that like the bots are getting your channels flagged and stuff, and I'm just like, it's I don't know. Maybe I'll quit doing lives. I don't know. I don't need any more headache. I've seen some striped Iridas, Grim. I do want to see the pictures of that, man. Hit me up on Instagram when that pops. Yeah, Eric, I hate to be the one to tell you, but that copperhead probably would have came home with me had I found it. Although the location he's at up there, that where he was herping when he found it, there have been ones found like that before. We've actually found patternless copperheads in Oklahoma before, and those are pretty wicked too. But Benji, to get back to your question, how that happens in nature, heck, I don't know. Other than an animal with the right genetics hooks up with another animal with the right genetics, I don't know how that stuff happens.
Would
It's
it be like lions and tigers, and you get a liger, or
well,
a dog and a wolf, and you get a wolf dog?
like I know like copperheads and cottonmouths have like interbred in captivity, and like they call them copper or cottonheads or something like that. But I've never heard of something like that happening in the wild. And like the eastern diamondback rattlesnake has been mixed with a timber rattlesnake in captivity, and I think they call them batwings or something. But but I don't know that that's ever happened in the wild. Um, and so I don't follow all the morph stuff. Honestly, I like finding stuff just either the way it is. Okay, gotcha, Joker. Yep, backyard. I'm thinking the same thing. A patternless copperhead or striped copperhead or something like that would be pretty cool. Who's your buddy, Grim? Let me know, or shoot me a message on Instagram. You don't want to say his name publicly. Oh, you could have gotten a pair of bat wings. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, I figured just Sunday night I wasn't doing anything. The wife's asleep. She feels like crap, and it's just been trying to get over this stuff. I've had like a bad cough. I've had a fever, and I was getting chills all throughout my body, and I just was like I said, was this close to going to the urgent care clinic and saying, "Hey, test me for COVID." But I started feeling better. I feel a little bit better today, not a lot, but anyway. Well, what's been going on new with you, Benji?
Well, yeah, we were saying about those bots talking to each other. I have actually recently, when I was just looking through some comments on a post, saw two bots talking to each other backwards and forwards. Couldn't quite. I screenshotted it because I was like, I couldn't quite believe what I was watching. But these two fucking robots were sitting there talking to each other in this chat,
Oh, God.
backwards and forwards, just like
Yeah.
Joker said. They do. They talk to each other. So no. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn about those bots.
Well, I tell you, and I would shift the whole thing over to the podcast on Discord, because you don't mess with that there, but at the same time, it's kind of like everyone here would have to have a Discord account to get in on it. So I appreciate the heads up on that, Joker.
Oh, I would say watch the videos, Todd. There's a few videos on YouTube that explain what each bot does. And watching those is definitely a good place to start. I'll send you the ones that I watched anyway. The ones that I watched.
I was going to say, just
safe to watch.
Send me one of them if you can, because I would like to know.
But I will. Yeah, there's a series done by this one guy, and they're awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I would. The only place I have a problem with bots is in my lives, and I don't know why. And it's just like, I mean,
they're like flies. You just give them a bit of a swat and have your mods on there, and they just get rid of it.
Yeah. The thing of it is though, if those bots are flagging your channel, it could be bad news.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I have to watch the video and see they do talk to each other and they try and steal your info.
Hey Derek, glad you're here.
Hey Derek.
Yeah, man, I don't know. There's so much crap that's like, people put a ton of work into getting a YouTube channel where it is even close to being monetizable. I mean,
yeah, I know these guys have done a hell of a lot of work to get their channels up and running.
And then they have these dang bots trying to steal your information and crap, and it's just like, I don't know. It just kind of it gets on my nerves, because it's like, I kind of wish YouTube would do a better job of looking out for that. I mean, I figure if YouTube can tell if you're watching a video on silent, I mean, you think they would be able to pick up bots and stuff and get rid of them on YouTube. And Joker's saying he hasn't seen one bot on Twitch today. And who knows, that may be another thought for future streams.
Eventually, hopefully they'll all be banned and kicked off YouTube.
Hopefully.
Someone must be sitting there making these things, sitting in a room and releasing them into the world. People.
Yeah, man, people. That's the thing. I have this fundamental problem with anybody just being able to report a video. I can understand you don't like it, but I almost think like it should be like you shouldn't be able to report a YouTube video unless you have like a channel of your own. Oh gosh, you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm alright. It was one of those rookie moments.
Yeah. Because, people don't, people put a lot of work into their channel and a lot of work into producing video and going and herping. Or, if they're doing captive stuff, they still put a lot of work into it. And so I just don't think anyone should, be able to, just anyone who can right click a mouse can report a video. And it's just, it leads to things like mass reporting. I think that's how Moto got hit. They were going after him and whatnot, and it was most unfortunate because he had 18,000 subs and he had to rebuild from scratch.
Yeah, that was crazy. He did seem to get up and running again pretty quickly, though.
Yeah. And once again, I know I've said this a few times, like in past lives, but that's kind of why I have kind of shied away from doing any kind of feeding videos and stuff. I think eventually those are going to go away. Those aren't going to be on YouTube, or they're going to be adult only, which demonetizes them.
Mm-hmm.
Or I wouldn't say it demonetizes them. I would say it makes it harder for you to earn money off them. And so, it's just kind of a pain. Yeah.
It's a bit of a
Graham,
golden age of growth for StreamYard and YouTube right now, as everybody starts to figure out how to use it.
Hang on a second. Yeah, Grim Exotics, that one with Snakes on the Plains was pretty good. I mean, if I told you to go check out any of my past lives, go check out that one with Snakes on the Plains. Because he was like all nervous. He's like, show me how to do this. And I've never done a live and all this stuff. And then it's like, he gets on and he's like, man, you're going to do most of the talking, right? I'm like, dude, I've got this. And then he winds up doing like 60, 70% of the talking. It was really good. And he was more of a natural than he thought. But,
yeah.
Oh, that's cool, Joker.
Some people very shy of coming on camera, and even I have been. I saw Ozak got on there the other week, and then she was on like 2, and then she was on another show, and then she was on another one, and
Right. Hey, Sue, glad you're in the house. Yeah, but man, not a lot's really going on in my world other than just sitting around the house feeling like crap. I mean, that's about all I'm doing.
I'm rebuilding an amplifier, a guitar amplifier that my friend Tracy Guns told me to buy this, and so I went and I bought it. But it was a bit beat up, a bit old, a bit with war beaten, rusty. So I ordered a whole new chassis and grill and box.
I didn't know you knew Tracy Guns. Is that Tracy Guns from LA Guns?
Yeah, it sure is. And yeah, I do.
He's a cool guy. When LA Guns would play here, like back in the 80s, I mean, like 87, 88, he'd always come out and talk to people and sign autographs. He's a real cool guy.
He's amazing, man. He really is. Gives so much on his social media, like, of himself. He's on there every day with his guitar videos, and the thing that I like about Tracy the most is he advertises his friends on his Instagram and his Facebook. Every day he's posting on there about somebody he knows who's doing some good work. He uses his Instagram for good. He uses it to bring attention onto companies and amplifier builders and guitar builders and guitar painters and just everybody that is working hard that he respects. He uses his Instagram to advertise them, and I really like that about people that do that.
Yeah, you don't find a lot of that in the celebrity world. It seems like they kind of just are all about themselves. But
want to be advertised, yeah. No, you're best advertised by your loving friends.
Right. Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, Joe, when is your next live? Let me know.
It's coming. I've seen the notification today.
Right.
Be Friday night? Right on. Thursday
it says Wednesday night at 10.
Yeah, so that's Thursday for me.
Right.
like 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4. I can't keep up with all the time zones, man, because there's 3 or 4 or 5 of them.
Right.
Nah. New
No, it's
Zealand,
just,
so
yeah. No, the time difference is definitely kind of. I'm sitting there wondering, like, like what hours are you up, or what are you doing, or stuff like that.
oh man, I get insomnia too, so it's crazy. Sometimes I'll be up at 1, 2 in the morning, and that's like 6, 7, 8, 9 in the morning for you. So,
Right.
yeah, that's why I think I get on well with a lot of the people in America, because you guys are late night. A lot of you stay up late, so it's good for me.
Well, I tell you, I wish I wasn't the night owl that I was, because honestly, it causes a lot of stress in my life that I don't sleep well at night. But I like literally, it was like 7 o'clock this morning, and the sun was out before I started even getting tired. And I would think being sick and all, I would actually get tired earlier, but I don't. I just sit there and veg and shake out and and stuff. Yeah, a bunch of us are night owls. Yeah, that's the truth. But like Ariel, I'm always wanting to go on her live and join her panel because she's done a lot for my channel. She's seen a lot of
Ariel's
people
pretty
through.
cool. She's
Yeah.
cool, isn't she? Australian
Hmm.
lady, Australian American. She's from America, actually. She told me.
I thought she was from the Philippines.
Okay, well,
Hey,
she
Smet
told
Logic.
me some of her family. I think that's why she uses the word vittles.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
I was going to tell Smet Logic I've got the full blown THC stuff, and it doesn't do as much. I mean, it does some, but it does not. CBD barely touched me. I mean, CBD helps a little, which is the cannabis oil, but like the THC gummies and stuff like that stuff is what will usually help me get in sleep mode. But you also got to be, you kind of got to be, I don't want to say careful with it, but it's just,
You know the oil, the CBD oil.
mhm.
How do you go about consuming that?
You just drop some drops of it in a glass of water, mix it up.
Here we smoke that.
Yeah, I mean, well, the CBD is like the part that of the marijuana that doesn't have the THC in it. The
Oh, okay.
THC is
It
filtered out.
sounds. There's plenty of THC in our oil here.
Well,
We make. We'll like. I don't know. Maybe it's a New Zealand thing. I don't know.
well, like I live in Oklahoma. It's a very cannabis friendly state. I never saw that coming 20 years ago. I wouldn't believe that they would have legalized medical marijuana, but they did. And so like I take the gummies and stuff, and the like I don't smoke anything because my lungs are pretty sketchy. Um, I grew up in I grew up in a house where both my parents smoked. I've got a lot of secondhand smoke damage to my lungs.
Uh,
Even cost me a job when I was younger because like I couldn't like get the proper level of oxygen wearing a respirator when I worked in a concrete plant. And so I don't smoke anything. Like if I'm going to use that stuff, I'm going to like um, use the gummies or the edibles or something. And every once in a while, like a THC gummy will like it will usually put me in chill mode and help me relax. But then it's like it's kind of like once in a while, what you'll get one that's just got extra stuff in it or something. It'll give you a zinger, and then you're just like out for 10 hours or something. But, oh, those are your guitars?
This is the new chassis
Oh, nice.
that I got for this. This has got the nice new grill on it. It's a bit hard to see. If I bring it up here, maybe. Yeah, that's a nice flash new grill.
Yeah, cement dust is nasty, Sue.
So that's what I'm messing around with. Changing my amplifier parts over to this nice new one.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we could do yeah, you could play guitar and I could sing. We may be able to do that. Delta 8 is diet weed. I get the gummies made with the Granddaddy Perp stuff, and that's like some of the strongest, from what I've heard from people who. I've got a friend that knows everything about pot you would ever think to ask. I mean, she can tell you the science behind how this strain gets that strain gets this strain, and what all the strains are good for. And she recommended the Granddaddy Perp, and that's been the best one for me so far.
Have you ever tried AK-47?
No, I haven't.
Oh God, you're missing out. You're missing out. It's extraordinary.
Well, I'm sitting there wondering, is that like a strain that like we have over here? I'll send her
AK-47.
I'll send her a message about it, because
this is some oil that I've been making my way through. See?
Okay. Gotcha.
Quite. It's golden.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, what would you do with that? Would you put it in your water and drink it, did you say?
Well, the CBD stuff over here.
This has got THC in it.
Okay. See, that's different. The CBD stuff over here has less than 0.003% THC. So like the THC
this is like 60. This is like 60% THC, 70%.
Yeah, that's not like the CBD we have over here, at least that we have here in my neck of the woods. See that Granddaddy Perp stuff, that I don't know, it just like usually sends me.
But you don't smoke it. That's very interesting that you don't smoke it.
I can't even be around any kind of smoke these days. I used to run around to a lot of bars and stuff in Oklahoma.
Well, vaporizers, like the vaporizers, are pretty cool. Have you seen those?
No.
Yeah, they've got these little things now called vaporizers. They cost about $1,000, but.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what the fuck? $1,000.
Well,
it's just a tiny little machine, little chamber, and it runs with an electrical circuit or something, I think, and it just flash incinerates it. I mean, maybe someone in the chat knows how those vaporizers work. They do just flash incinerate your buds, and you just get a small puff of smoke. I'm not sure exactly whether it might not even be smoke. I've never tried it, but I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah.
They sell them up here in the tobacco shops,
Right.
hookah shops and stuff. Yeah.
Huh.
I wasn't going to buy one for $1,000. I was like, no way.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing is like these gummies have like 15 milligrams of THC in each gummy.
Ah,
And it's like
yeah,
I
that'd
don't
be
know,
pretty
it's just
strong.
yeah, it well, I tell you when you're not when you don't regularly use THC, like I don't regularly use it. I take it when I need to get to sleep and I'm having problems going to sleep, and so that way I don't like build up a tolerance to it. You
Mm.
know, it's like alcohol. Like I used to do a lot of drinking. I used to drink all the time actually, and yeah, you get to where like you down 8 9 beers, it's still not enough. You have to keep going, and so you just kind of you take a toll on your body that way when you do that. So I try to use it sparsely, but yeah, it is
How
what it
many,
is.
how many, how many people can you fit on here, Todd? Have you got 6 or is it 10?
I've got 6 because I've got the free
6.
version. Yeah, and
Yeah, it'd be
honestly,
cool if one time you maybe have multiple different guests, like
well,
slot them in one after another for 20 minutes each.
I could do that. I probably won't be able to do that tonight because
No,
like
not tonight. I'm just saying you
yeah.
could you could get some interesting people to come on and talk. I'm sure
Uh,
you could.
yeah, I did a live with Lou Boyer and Smet Logic Herping one time,
Mm.
and it was kind of nice because I didn't have to do a lot of the talking, and most of the questions were directed at them, so it's kind of cool. But I don't like doing lives with more than like 2 or 3 people. I probably
Nah,
won't do them
nah.
because just
You can't you can't get a word in edgewise.
you can't get a word in edgewise, and it's just like it's just everything runs amok. And yeah, Joker's pointing out that Discord holds up to 99 um, people on
Does it?
their live streaming. Do you have a
God,
Discord account?
imagine. No, I don't use Discord
Okay,
or Twitch.
I used to use Twitch, but I used to follow a guy, and the guy that I followed was how I met Joker, and he kept getting banned on YouTube, and so he would go to Twitch and stream from there. Well, I kind of got a little familiar with Twitch, but then it's like, then they started, hassling him over there. And so Joker, genius that he is, found Discord for all of us. And a lot of times I'm on Discord late at night or something. We used to have a chat room on there that we'd all pile into, about 5 or 6 of us, and it's kind of cool because it's kind of like YouTube or like StreamYard. Like you can mute yourself and step away and stuff
Hmm.
and let other people talk. But I have to be like brutally honest. The only reason I do lives at all, I mean, like I kind of got to where I enjoy them. I'm not nearly as afraid of them as I once was. I used to just hate, doing live. I wouldn't mind being like someone else's special guest, but like my show, my podcast, all that. No, the only reason I'm doing it is because it gets hours. And then with what Joker told me earlier about the bots, I'm kind of starting to worry about whether or not I should even be doing lives because I almost never get bots on my regular videos.
Well, how many have you had tonight? One?
Yeah,
That's nothing to worry about, man.
Well, the thing of it is though, if they're talking to each other, they do one, then the next time they communicate to the other one, and then the next time you have three or four. I mean, I've seen a lot of bots in lives, so I'm
Yeah, we're
kind of a
lucky
little.
though. Our community is so heavily moderated that they just get smashed.
And what's in your backyard said mods delete them for you and they're gone. Yeah, but what's in your backyard if they're flagging your channel? If while they get in and they're in for 6 seconds or 4 seconds, and they can flag your channel, that's problematic. I mean, that's kind of actually scary.
We race to get them, so I think any bot that's on there for longer than 6 seconds, be amazed. I'd be amazed.
And you see, and that's why, like, I really try to watch when I'm on someone's live. If I'm wrenched, I totally watch out for bots and stuff. But at the same time, it's just like, if it's affecting your traffic and stuff, it just kind of sucks. And Hillbilly got hit twice in one stream. Oh God, Joker, by how many? Not that I follow him anymore. I haven't seen him in forever. But anyway, I was gonna try to edit a video this weekend. I've got all this footage from where I went to a timber rattlesnake den site.
When's
And
Venom Kings on? Because I keep missing the notifications. I'm sure I missed it again this week.
I think they're on Sunday evenings, but I think
Well,
they've canceled.
that would be tonight,
Yeah, that would have been like earlier, about 4 or 5 hours earlier.
and there was nothing.
I really like J&G reptiles. Oh, Grim Exotic says they were on earlier tonight.
They were. Fuck, see, I knew it. I missed it. I got no notification, and I actually searched, and I didn't see it.
I'm, I watch some of their shows. I don't watch all of them.
God damn it.
I mean, it's just me.
That's weird, man. Because I knew it was on, and I was looking for it. What the fuck?
Man, yeah. But
I have to get a calendar or something and like write on the calendar where each person goes. But sometimes people like you go at different times on different days. So
see, I can't ever predict when I'm going to be able to do a live.
exactly.
And I may have to get out of here pretty quick because my wife in there sounds like she's hacking up a lung. I may have to go take her some water or something.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
So
Do what you got to do, mate.
Well, if I do, I'll probably kill the live.
Yeah. Sweet
but
ass.
but yeah, it's kind of it's kind of just a mess because like I do, like I've told people before, I do lives when I can get 5 minutes alone, because the dog's messing with me or the wife needs something or something, and it's just like, fish, just is what it is. But yeah, Grim brings up a good point. The reminder bell doesn't always work. Really going What's in your backyard? You can hit up Iron Dog and Chris for probably most of them, but if you do lives at all, you're gonna overlap someone somewhere. I would just worry about the people that you like and support and try not to overlap them. See, that's where I started going on later because Kurt would usually, it seemed like he would go on like at 9 and run to 11. And, I used to follow that guy out in Nevada, Ball Python something. Don't really follow him much anymore. I just nothing against him. I just his lives didn't grab me, and I followed him for a while. But I think he goes on at some of the same time that I've done before, and so it's just like you really can't you really can't you know do a live and not overlap someone. And I kind of unfollowed. I like his channel, but Ross's Reptiles, Raas, I think is his name.
Ras, Ras,
Ross.
yeah, he's
I
awesome.
liked his videos and stuff, but I just wasn't getting a lot of engagement back from him. So it's just kind of like, I'm gonna cut him or something. And once again, it's nothing personal. It's just
Mm,
me making time for the people that support me. Like if
mm,
you're showing up in my lives and you're supporting and you're nuking bots, I want to do the same for you. I want to be, in Iron Dogs or Justin's or Joe's, and I just want to pay back what's given. I mean, it's kind of real sense of community.
Ariel,
Yeah,
Sherry,
Ariel and Sherry. Yeah, I really like Sherry. She just usually
Derek,
goes too late. Yeah, Derek's a good one.
Reptile Fiends, Little Fiends.
Yeah, hang on one second. But gosh, it's just I don't know. It seems like the lives were like a good way to rack up hours and stuff.
I
Matter of fact,
enjoy watching. I enjoy watching Justin and Trish together. That's always funny.
I yeah,
My in the house
I generally
with Trish was yeah.
I
They
generally
make a
like
good
them,
team.
and so
Yeah, they're a good team.
exactly. And I'm sitting there going, I need to check my hours, and it's like, see, like on this channel on the Angry Atrox, I've only got 1,549 hours,
Oh wow.
and
Yeah,
this
just
channel's
need to
been
keep.
rolling for like 4 years,
Yeah,
and then Roundup Rodeo blew up, so I mean, don't get me wrong, stuff can happen. It's stuff that happens. It's just, but it's just I'm noticing that like different crowds get different videos at different times, and neither here nor there. I hear you, you reptile. I think Smet Logic should do some lives. Lou has a really good live. Lou B747. The guy's an airline pilot, and he uses it to herp all over the world. And he's got some really good stories.
yeah.
Hello, Ariel.
I enjoy watching Lou.
Yeah,
Taught me how to make a paper plane.
that was good stuff. He's good people, man. But
I was looking at his design and I was like, "Fuck, man, that's a lot of folds and a lot of pieces of paper, and it looks a bit dorky, but it actually flies really good."
right, I'm gonna tag Smet Logic herping in that comment. He reptile. It's good stuff. Because I think Rob should go live more often. Or I don't think he likes doing lives. I think he just likes making videos. Like I could be wrong. I don't want to speak for him. But subscribe, Smet Logic Herping. You will not be sad if you like seeing snakes in their native habitat and how we find them. His channel's got good stuff.
There's been some cool sports stuff going on this weekend, eh? Like watching some of the seeing some of the results coming in.
you
Like,
know,
whoa.
I watch hockey, and that's about it. I don't
Yeah.
watch football.
Well, there was a big hockey game on the weekend.
Yeah, But
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
well, I tell you, I like hockey, but I'm afraid it's gonna be. Yeah, I was watching a hockey special earlier from like where they were showing this game from like the mid '90s, and just the guys were just. It was the Colorado Avalanche and the Detroit Red Wings, and they were just beating the hell out of each other. I mean, it used to be a tough sport, and they're really trying to get it to where now it's like you can't fight, you can't do this, you can't have contact. I'm like, you're going to make this so boring that people are going to quit watching it. I mean, it's a bummer deal. But anyway, man. Oh.
You gonna go to bed? Go and crash out now?
No, I'm probably not going to crash out for another couple of hours.
Wow.
The last two nights, I've like I haven't went to sleep till the sun came up. You know,
Really?
6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. Yeah, it's been like that. And I'm just hoping that we have an early spring because I'm wanting to get back out in the field and film some more stuff. Granted, I've got stuff that I filmed from like last year and even a little from the year before that I still haven't produced yet. And so I
What do you do during the night when you're awake?
well, watch TV, play with my dog. Um, if conditions are clear, I may edit video. I tell you, my whole life got jacked up over inheriting this dog, and now this dog kind of has taken over my entire world.
What's dog? Show me this. Can you show me the dog? Is the dog there?
No, he's asleep in the other room, and
Oh,
that's
he's
where we
asleep.
want him for now. But he's got his own YouTube channel. It's called
What,
Odie the Boston Terrier.
he's a Boston Terrier.
Yeah,
Ah.
let me see. I'll drop a link to that channel in Let me look.
He's got
Uh,
his own YouTube channel.
and you know why I did that, Benji, was like I love you know I love this little dog, and I was not trying to grow the channel or anything, but I just thought I want to preserve some of the memories of this dog. This dog belonged to my dad. I appreciate anyone who wants to sub it. Don't feel like you have to though, because it's much more important I have your support on this and Roundup Rodeo. But I'm just making these stupid videos. I'm not even editing them. I already got like over 100 subs, and it's just like it's just kind of like, God, stupid dog videos will get promoted a lot more than snake videos. And yeah, Reptile, I'm with you. We've had one brief snowfall where we got like half an inch. Normally in January and February we get our snow, and last February was brutal. We had a historic snowfall. Like we had a snowfall of like we got like 13 inches of snow or something, and we hadn't had one that great in over 50 years. And the what Benji, what you would need to know about that is the snowfalls in Oklahoma are kind of interesting because like you go to a state like Colorado or even Kansas or Missouri, they're a lot better prepared to deal with it than they are in Oklahoma or Texas. Texas doesn't get a lot of snow. And it's and we've had and and we've like I learned how to drive on icy roads when I was younger, so I mean like it doesn't really stop me from doing a lot. But I'm really over winter, and it's not even. We still got probably another month of it, but it was like in the 50s here today, Fahrenheit. So I mean that's not bad. People were like seeing snakes and stuff. It was crazy. Yeah, I agree. They're ruining sports all over the board. It's kind of sucky, but
Oklahoma, Mexico, Texas. Shit, Texas is big.
Oh, Texas is bigger than you. It's bigger than it looks. Like you can drive from Wichita Falls, Texas to Abilene, Texas, and you'll feel like you are driving for an entire day. And it's like a few hundred miles, but it's just, it's something else.
Oklahoma's more or less smack bang in the middle of America, isn't it?
Yep, that's it.
Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas.
Yeah, we just 2 degrees there. Oh yeah, you're up north, aren't you, Joe? Joe, you're up north. It's got down to like 19 and 15 degrees here, which is rare for like the nighttime lows. Normally, like a nighttime low around here is 20s or 30s. It's just it's just not it's not a lot. It's not like what you guys get up north. My best friend is from Pennsylvania, and she just moved down here, and she's just like, my God, this is so different than Pennsylvania, where I come from. Ah, yeah, that's hot, Ariel. It's about the summer average for here. Hey, Gary Kelshaw, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate that.
Hey, Gary. Have you got any hot springs or volcanic activity in Oklahoma?
We have earthquakes and tornadoes, but not any hot springs or volcanic
No hot
activity.
springs.
No. Over in Arkansas, there's a couple of places that have hot springs,
Yeah, I see that.
but yeah, it got mega cold up north, backyard. That's what Andrew from DEA Exotics was telling me. But oh,
Yes. It's just hard to wrap my head around how big that place is. 52 states. Each state is about the same size as my entire country.
it's kind of there's a lot of room over here. I'll say that. Um, there's parts of it where like you could live in, but you really wouldn't want to live in just because of the climate. Like the whole Death Valley area, I don't think I'd want to live there.
Alaska.
Yeah, Alaska's super cold. Well, in mainland Alaska, it's super cold. Um, like in on the shores of Alaska, I've heard that it stays more moderate there because of the airflow from the sea. And Joe, I'm with you. Winter can go to heck. I'm tired of winter. I want to get out and field herb. I want to get out and do things. Um, I want to. Me and Snakes on the Plains, and one of their buddies, Pemberton boys, we're all trying to coordinate an Arizona trip because like Arizona is like got a lot of desert all around it, and it's like rattlesnake capital of the United States. There's like more varieties of rattlesnake in Arizona than like anywhere else in the United States, and um, we're all rattlesnake people. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing. Yeah, I would go to Alaska. I'd want to go in the summertime. Yeah, exactly. Specs. Yep. Hey, Joe, I just sold a spec like a couple weeks back. He didn't eat for a year. I thought he was going to die. I did everything I could to feed him, to get him to eat, and he just would not do it. And finally, I got him like feeding, and then it's like a buddy of mine offered me some money for him. He was kind of that red variety, like West Texas, I think, locale. Not the red, but the kind of dingy red. And I like specs. I like both kinds of rocks. Um, yeah, a banded rock rattlesnake is like the ultimate. That and the Willardi. The Willardi are cool. The ridge nose. But I like the blacktails. I like the Mojaves, and I like the Atrox and the prairies. A lot of people make fun of me because they're like, "Man, those snakes are so common." It's like, yeah, but they're freaking cool to interact with. Like I've had a lot of those like bird and lizard eater when they're young rattlesnakes, and they literally are a pain in the butt. I've got a Great Basin that I got at Repticon in Dallas in 2011, and he's still alive. He never grew to his full length, and I fed him really well and took good care of him. But he's kind of, I guess, a runt or something, and he got about 3 foot long, and he's still with me. There's video of him on this channel, and I've got a Mojave too. Um, yeah, prairies are my all-time favorite e-reptile. Like they're common, like where you live, but like they're not common in Oklahoma. They just barely edge into the state. And I like Atrox. I mean, I just like them. They're big, nasty, pissy snakes. And you have Atrox viridis hybrids. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to check those out, Grim. That's interesting. Now that's something that I could see happening in nature, like an Atrox and a viridis getting mixed up in interbreeding. I mean, maybe it's happened, maybe it hasn't. I don't know. Not the expert, but that would be interesting. And got a trio of them. Nice. Yeah, I just. Oh wow. Yeah, prairies are pretty nasty and unpredictable, Joe. I I've got a prairie out there that I've got in a 20-gallon tank, and he will strike the lid of the tank. I mean, until I like put cardboard over it so he can't see up. But he would strike the tank, get his fangs stuck in the screen lid, and shoot venom like a dang spitting cobra. It
I'm not
was
frozen. I'm not frozen, bro. I'm here. Frozen.
yeah, no, but you do freeze up once in a while, Benji, but it's all good.
Yeah, it's just shitty internet, and I'm probably a bit stoned.
Nah, well then there's that. Guys, just let you know, I do have like profanity blocking in the chat, and I try to keep it out of the lives. I don't like totally go crazy on it, but it's just FYI. I'm getting some things that like people's messages are getting deleted. No offense, it's just a lot. I've got a lot of school kids tuning into this channel over here. I'll say that. So I try to keep it
This
clean.
channel. This channel?
Yeah, this channel.
Okay, I got you.
So it's all good, Benji. But but yeah, but people, this is the channel. Like I generally like I share
Wide
this.
awake.
Do what?
I'm wide awake now. I'm wide awake now.
Okay, gotcha. Boats. Man, everyone say hi to Boats. Boats is a local buddy of mine
Hey man.
Who is a good dude. I don't see him often enough, but then again, I usually go on late. Boats, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well, and I hope we get to hook up soon. It's in my intro. I went to reposition the hook, and she came back at me. Ugh. Yeah, I've had a lot of experiences like that backyard. Of course, I've been I've done
Yeah,
and if
Gary.
you look at my channel Roundup Rodeo, you'll see that I've documented all the stuff that goes on at commercial rattlesnake hunts. I'm not saying I agree with it, but like a guy I know like got into a bathtub with 200 rattlesnakes and never got bit. It was stupid. But he did it and pulled it off, and I want to say they even threw in a copperhead and a cottonmouth. Exactly, Metal Mama Sue. Snapping turtles, you try and save them from getting run over, and all they do is try to bite you. Ingrateful little suckers. I tell you what, Benji, stay here and talk to my crowd. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay, go for it, man. You get your wife some water or something. Yeah. I'm just looking at this atlas and looking at this map. Just can't quite wrap my head around how big all of America is, because I'm used to living in this little island that's not much bigger than California. It's about the size of California where I live my whole country. So where you live, like, I just can't even wrap my head around it. Like, it's like, I suppose at some point I will have to come over there and see. Instead of just talking about it, I have to come and get on a plane and come over. It's fun, isn't it? Where you get left with solo, and the boss just takes off, leaves you there on your own. Where am I from? I'm from a little town called Ekatahuna. Try spelling that. Ekatahuna. Which is in New Zealand. Yeah, I do get your songs, Gary. I don't always listen to that music, but I do get your songs when you send them out. And I've been subbing to quite a few of you guys' channels too. Yeah, it is big, isn't it, Mama Sue? It's big.
I think
Fuck.
Alaska's bigger than Texas.
Sorry about that. Just trying to wrap my head around how big your country is.
Well, I tell you, like a lot of like the central, like Texas and Oklahoma, like through there, there's a lot of people in your big cities, but then there's a lot of like farmland and agriculture in between the big cities. It's like there's places in Texas where like Dallas or Houston metro might has millions of people, but then you go 10 miles outside that boundary and like you're in the sticks.
Mm.
And it's just kind of crazy because like I said, I was driving to Abilene, Texas from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the drive just from Wichita Falls, Texas to Abilene, Texas, it just seemed like it took like 6 hours, 7 hours, and it's like a 2 hour drive on Google Maps because it's so spread out and there's nothing there. There's like one gas station. So you got to know where you're going.
Yes, yes. So I do like heavy metal. It's because I do play a little bit myself.
Oh, that's cool. I was gonna say if you want to play something, go for
No, I don't play anything.
it.
But I do have a lot of guitars. So
Yeah, if you don't know Benji, the dude's got his guitars for sure.
I've got quite a few. Um, it's a bit of a problem. Maybe 30, or maybe a bit more than 30. I don't want to admit. So, what are your plans this week, Todd? What you going to be doing?
hopefully, drop some more video.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got one that's coming up tomorrow, and and it's all going to depend on how well I feel. I mean, I'm just kind of like I may kick out like a dog video or something. I'm going to release a new one on Roundup Rodeo tomorrow, which is an old one over here on Angry Atrox. I saved all those videos. Now I'm just uploading them because like I get like 27 cents each time I upload a video. But this crap, whatever it is, just knocked me on my butt, and like I haven't been able to,
Probably is COVID. Wouldn't surprise me if it was COVID.
Mm-hmm. Right.
A lot of people have had it and probably didn't even realize, never really even went and got tested.
Well, and like I'm pretty sure I've had it before, but also there's a lot of other infections and flu and stuff going around. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'm going to wait and see.
It's winter there. It's winter there. Summer
Yeah.
here right now. We just had all our festivals cancelled because of Omicron.
Well, and like Megadeth and Lamb of God and Trivium are all coming to like my city. And like in 3 months, and like Tool is playing here at the end of this month. And people are trying to get me to go, and I'm just like, guys, I don't know that I want to risk getting sick.
Nah.
I mean, I've seen Megadeth 15 times before, Definitely love them, but I just don't know that I'm going to risk getting sick over it.
I recently stayed away from a couple of big shows. Just this weekend, I stayed away from a show because I didn't want to risk getting sick. I just decided I wasn't going to go.
Who was the show?
Local band called New Zealand band called Blindfolded and Led to the Woods.
Okay. I haven't heard of them.
Yep, Blindfolded, Led to the Woods. Another New Zealand band that I recommend is Organectomy and Ulcerate, Scorn of Creation, Dark Divinity. I could give you like 30 New Zealand bands that you would probably really enjoy. Just One Fix, She Had, Like a Storm. I enjoy them.
Right.
They went to Canada to make it big, but
I understand.
They're a New Zealand band, Like a Storm. But they are a New Zealand band, but they did go to Canada. But there's some really good ones. Tainted, they're awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I'll send you a list. I'll send you a list.
Please do. I would like to. Yeah, I agree, Joe. It'd be worth that drive
Basically,
to go see the sea turtles.
there's a metal festival here called the Napier Death Metal Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Napier Death Metal Festival, and every single band that was going to play at that would be worth following and checking out. All the bands that are on there are New Zealand brutal death metal bands.
Yeah, I tell you, I like some death metal. I like a lot of like the mid '80s to like early '90s thrash stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, we've got a festival coming up in about 2 weeks in the next town over from me, and it's going to be 13 bands playing at that. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good.
You ever listen to Celtic Frost?
Yeah, yeah,
They were one of my early favorites.
yeah. I listen to them. Yeah, yeah, all that stuff, all that early stuff, Battery and Venom, and
I liked Venom.
mm,
You're not going to get me away from Rain and Blood by Slayer. That's just the all-time
yeah,
favorite album.
it's good stuff. It's good stuff. But so when Cannibal Corpse came along and
Mm-hmm.
Death and Deicide and things started, and Sepultura. Now Sepultura is a really cool band that I really like.
Right. Yeah. Did you ever hear their cover of Motorhead's Orgasmatron?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I got that on album
Good
here.
tune. I think they did that. They did a Motorhead song better than Motorhead. I mean, my take.
Yeah, I try and keep up with all the new bands that are coming out now, but my favourite ones are the ones that have been going the longest.
Well, and
Except now, there's a band that's been going a very long time, but
the one from Germany, Accept.
they are German, but they're actually from America now.
Are you talking about the Balls to the Walls, Accept?
Yep, yep,
Uh,
yep, yep. They
I've
live
been.
all in America now. Yeah, Wolf Hoffman lives in. I think Wolf Hoffman lives in New York. I think somewhere like that. New Jersey, maybe they live. Yeah, Mark Tornillo lives in Brielle, New Jersey. I think it is.
Well, I tell you, Balls to the Walls had a video, and it was like all over MTV, like around '83 or '84.
Yeah.
So that was like one of the. I don't know if you were paying attention to music back then, or if you were old enough to be paying attention to music back then.
I was 10.
Well, I was gonna say I was like probably 12 or something, 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, back when I had time to really be into music and check out new music, but honestly, don't mess with a lot of it anymore. Just because I mean, like,
It's a hobby for me. It's a hobby. Keeps me out of trouble.
you know, though, anymore like with concerts, it's like I was telling my friend Mark about the Tool show. It's like, dude, the tickets that they're like giving away for this thing are like nosebleed seats. You're gonna be like, you're gonna be like, you know, a mile away from the band, and then it's like someone will be streaming it from the freaking second or third row. You can stay at home and watch it. I just don't like to go out anymore. I don't like. I'm not saying I don't. I dislike people. I dislike crowds. I'm just not a crowd person.
That's the name of that festival coming up. It's called Distortion Fest. That'll be in Palmerston North in 2 weeks. Distortion Fest, and it's thrash. It's all thrash metal. So, but yeah, the COVID thing's going on again. We've got bloody red traffic lights. So yeah, means no more than 100 people in a venue, which is prohibitive.
Well, and that's my take. Is like I was watching some stuff earlier from like when my town used to have a reggae festival, which of all things sounds crazy because like we're like way away from the Caribbean islands, but we actually got some big name reggae artists to come to it, and it used to be this free festival that you know, that like everyone enjoyed. And I was watching this video, and the video was made in 1990. I mean, you know, I was like a senior in high school, but it brought back a lot of good memories, a lot of good times. Someone get that damn Russian bot. Yeah, that's a bot.
Oh yeah, smash it.
Remove.
Hide it.
Yeah,
Report
anything
it.
that says like 3 letters, period, 3 letters is a bot.
Report it. Hide it. Time it out. Smash it.
And I wouldn't doubt that they're like, I wouldn't doubt that what Joker was talking about earlier has to do with like people's lives that like, you know, that like run too long or something. Cause like I've noticed a lot of people do.
I've been in a few lives and I haven't noticed any pattern or rhyme or reason to it.
Okay, you know those lives where like people leave the camera on their fish or on their geckos
Yeah,
or
right,
whatever they're
right.
doing, and it just
Yeah.
runs for 10 hours.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of them bots pile on that.
yeah.
Thank you,
There's
Ariel.
no moderators there to kick them out.
Right. I'm just worried that they're getting in and doing damage while they're in.
Yeah.
And
They
you
do.
know, up
They
until
do.
last couple
They
of weeks,
steal your. They steal your identity. I know that they can clone your channel and
oh,
they can take your name and start posting comments under your name and they can.
you see, that's what bothers me about it. That's why I'm kind of like, you know, maybe I need to quit doing lives or something. I don't know, because
I wouldn't worry about it. I'd watch the videos on YouTube that explain how it works and what they're actually doing
okay.
before you panic.
Oh,
Because I watched it, and
I
once
feel
I
so.
figured out what was going on, I wasn't as concerned as what I was before.
Well, panic is what I generally do. I generally panic
Oh,
pretty
there
good.
goes my
So,
batteries.
well,
There
Benji,
goes my battery.
I'm gonna have to jump off here pretty quick
My
anyway. So
battery gone.
I
My
say we're gonna call it
battery's
a night.
gone. My battery's gone.
No, and don't get me wrong, I could carry the live without Benji. He just needs to get his phone on the charger. But but literally, we've been rolling for like an hour and a half, which is like a long live to me. And I'm kind of surprised I've hung in there with it because I feel like crap. I mean, I still feel like crap. So thank you guys for showing up. Thank everyone who showed up for even a while. I appreciate it. I love having Benji on so we get to talk music. And there Benji goes. Just flew out the back door. Yeah, a lot of those bots, like if you click their links and stuff, because I've done that before, like on other people's lives, it's like it'll go to like porn sites and stuff, and I'm just like, man, can we not get this crap out of YouTube, please? It would be nice. But alas, they could not. But hey, guys, look at it. I've done a live for an hour and a half. Maybe a new record for me. I don't know. Oh yeah, Joe. Benji's a good dude. He's been very supportive of everyone. He always lets me know when you're going live, when other people are going live. Because, like, we all know that the notifications aren't always, like I don't get, like your second live that you did the other night, I got no notification on that. Benji texted me to me, said, "Hey, Joe's live." A dude like that who watches your back, super cool, in my opinion. E-Reptile, Grim Exotics, thank you. Ariel, I thank you so much. I can never thank you enough. Metal Mama Sue, always glad to see you, talk to you. But I am going to go ahead and end it here. It's actually Monday morning now, and I think I've got to go, I don't know, water a few snakes, check on a few things. No one's getting their tank cleaned tonight or their tub cleaned tonight. That much I guarantee you. That makes me a bad person. Sue me. But but anyway, guys, if you catch this later, have fun at all the shows. Enjoy it. Know that I'll be over here waiting on spring because, man, I just hardly ever do shows anymore. But guys, thank you. Literally, like the people in this chat absolutely mean the world to me. They're just good people that do good lives and make good videos, and they support their friends. They have people's backs. It's just good stuff. I'd rather have these 7-8 people in my chat than 200 of the wrong ones. Hey Billy, I don't sleep at night. I generally sleep during the day. We just covered that earlier. Good to see you, Billy. I am fixing to log off. Yeah, everybody subscribe to What's in Your Backyard. Go sub the dude's channel because it's pretty good stuff. I watched one of his lives the other night, and it was the kind of live I enjoyed watching. It's like where I'm just not going to let it play and click the thumbs up and flag a bot here and flag a bot there, but like I'm going to pay attention to everything Joe's doing. If you guys don't know What's in Your Backyard, it's a guy named Joe. Joe makes these awesome cages called venom proof cages. Guy at my local pet store has some. He showed me how they work and stuff and things like that. These things are virtually escape proof unless you are just stupid. I mean, you would have to be stupid for a snake to get out of one of these venom proof cages. Total safety features built in, shift box. What he's doing, I think, is going to change the face of cages for venomous animals for some time to come. So you want to go to What's in Your Backyard. What's in Your Backyard? Drop your link real quick if you can. Or if someone can drop What's in Your Backyard's link and follow him because he's getting his stuff off the ground too, and he's a good dude. I like him a lot. Don't know him that well, but I like him a lot. Yeah, and I will see you Wednesday. I don't understand E-Reptile. I'd like him to tell me what's in my backyard first. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I'm tracking with you. Oh, that's right. You know what? Let's add you. Okay, we're going to keep this going for like another 5 minutes because I had to wrench What's in Your Backyard so you can drop a link. Which is okay. I don't mind. You can You can you can moderate my chat anytime, Joe. It's all good. It's all good. But gang, with that, hang on. Guy has some hunting videos. He has some different snake videos. It's a good channel. I enjoy it. And guys, we can't have this. The guy's got 1,020 subs. He needs to be up there around 5,000, literally. Okay. Nah, Ariel, I appreciate you trying. The link I posted was the actual link to Joe's channel. Here, Ariel, no offense. I'm going to you want to do the one I posted, not the one Ariel posted. Ariel, no offense. But Joe Challoner, I think the guy's going to change the face of the commercial caging industry for venomous snakes. He makes venom-proof cages, and yeah, Joe, if you want to drop your link again while we're closing, please do. I do appreciate it, Ariel. Right, I pulled up that and I got 50 other channels. Then I threw in his first and last name because I knew that would be in the description somewhere. And went straight to it. Guys, what's in your backyard? A channel with 1,000 subs. The only reason it's wrong is because the channel is worth 4,000 to 5,000 subs easily. Off the content he makes today, I'm going to say 4,000. We'll go with that. We'll stay a little conservative. Guy's got some deer hunting videos and just some nature videos, and then snake videos, and then other reptile videos. If you like my channel, you're probably going to like Joe. And check out venom-proof cages. I know he's in a bit of a building slump right now, but seriously, these cages are badass. And honestly, if a kid came to me and said, "Men are me and venomous," and he had like 3 of these cages, I'd be like, this is a whole different ballgame than just working with aquariums, tubs, whatever. Whole different ballgame. And honestly, Joe Challoner's cages may start to see more venomous mentorship because of it. People are always hitting people up. Thank you, Ariel. Love you, Ariel. You know I love you. People are always hitting me up for venomous mentorship. I would like to pass on what I know, but literally, you don't find the kids who are wanting to get into it for the right reasons. And once again, when they go and like invest in like the proper caging before they ever obtain an animal, it's just a good sign that what they're doing, that they're on the right track, and they're putting what needs to be in front. Guys, venomous escapes, it is going to kill everything. Don't bother with venomous escapes. Buy cages from Joe Challoner. That's about all I'm going to say, but man, go sub Joe's channel. And I hope everybody's kind of subbing everybody in here, because man, community is a big thing. What's in your backyard? Ariel has brought a ton of support to our channels. She does cooking videos. She's down in Australia. She shouts out your channels and lives. You get some like subs from other places in the world. Ariel's good people. I'm about ready to start a GoFundMe that's called Get Ariel's Butt to America. So like I can like, I don't know, we can help her get things set up over here. Literally. I mean, I would like that. But gang, rolling at an hour 40, my voice is starting to go. Thank you all for coming. Check out Joe. I'll see you later.